Prologue. Raccoon Times, July 24, 1998. Spencer Mansion destroyed in explosive fire, Raccoon City. At approximately 2 a.m. Thursday morning, Victory Lake District residents were awakened by an explosive blast that thundered through northwest Raccoon Forest, apparently caused by a fire that swept through the abandoned Spencer Mansion and ignited chemicals stored in the basement. Due to delays from the police barricades set up at the forest perimeter in connection with a recent string of murders in Raccoon City, local firefighters were unable to salvage any part of the estate's ground. After a 3-hour battle against the raging fire, the 31-year-old mansion and adjacent servants' quarters were deemed a complete loss. Built by Lord Oswald Spencer, European aristocrat and one of the founders of the worldwide pharmaceutical company Umbrella, the estate was designed by award-winning architect George Trevor as a guest house for Umbrella VIPs and was closed down shortly after completion. For reasons unknown, according to Amanda Whitney, spokesperson for the Umbrella Corporation, parts of the estate were still being used to store a number of industrial cleaning agents and solvents used by Umbrella. Whitney said in a statement yesterday that the company would take full responsibility for the unfortunate incident, calling it a serious oversight on our part. Those chemicals should have been cleared out of the Spencer house a long time ago, and we're just thankful that no one was hurt. At this point, the cause of fire is undetermined, but Whitney went on to say that Umbrella will be bringing in their own investigators to sift through the ruins in hopes of determining the fire's point of origin. Raccoon Weekly, July 29, 1998. Stars taken off murder investigation, Raccoon City. In a surprising announcement by city officials at a press conference yesterday, the Raccoon City branch of the Special Tactics and Rescue Squad Stars was officially removed from the investigation into the 9 brutal murders and 5 disappearances of city residents that have occurred in the last 10 weeks. City Council member Edward Weist delivered the statement, citing gross incompetence as the primary reason for the Stars' removal. Readers may remember that Stars' first action upon assigning the cases last week was to search the north area of the forest for the alleged cannibal killers. Weist stated that it was because of their blatantly unprofessional conduct that their mission ended in disaster, resulting in the crash of a helicopter and the loss of 6 of the 11 team members, including the Stars branch commander Captain Albert Wesker. After the Stars' mishandling of the Raccoon Forest search, said Weist, we've decided to let the RPD see this investigation through to its conclusion. We have reason to believe that the Stars may have been ingesting drugs and or alcohol prior to their search, and have suspended the use of their services indefinitely. Weist was joined by Sarah Jacobson, representing Mayor Harris and Police Commissioner J.C. Washington, to make their announcement and answer questions. Neither Police Chief Brian Irons nor any of the surviving Stars could be reached for the comment. Cityside, August 3, 1998. Source of the estate fire deemed accidental, Raccoon City. After an exhaustive investigation by fire officials working with Umbrella Inc. ISD Industrial Services Division, the fire that ravaged the company-owned Spencer Estate in Raccoon Forest late last month was determined to have caused by carelessness on the part of persons or persons unknown, as he was announced in a press conference yesterday, said ISD team leader David Bischoff. It looks like somebody tried to start a campfire in one of the mansion's rooms and things just got out of control. We found nothing to suggest arson or foul play of any kind. He went on to say that while the destruction of the property was total, there's no evidence that anyone was caught in the fire or subsequent explosion. Chief Brian Irons of the Raccoon City Police Department was in attendance at the conference, and when asked whether he believed the fire to be connected to the unsolved murders and disappearances plaguing the city, Irons stated that there was no way to be sure. Said Irons, "At this point, anything I would say would only be speculation. Although I will say that the fact that the murders have stopped since the night of the fire seemed to imply that perhaps the killers were hiding there. We can only hope that they have now left the area and will soon be apprehended." Chief Irons refused to comment on the allegations of gross misconduct by the stars in their brief assignment to the murder investigation, saying only that he agreed with the city's council decision and disciplinary actions are being considered.